Espresso?
I haven't tried espresso, but like
Oh, okay.
regular coffee has always knocked me out for some reason. So
Oh, okay. Just try espresso if you're feeling bold, stronger, keeps you awake, or can keep you awake.
is this engineer approved espresso recommendation?
Uh,
Is there an
yeah.
efficient heat ratio and energy output?
It's appropriate to drink your espresso hot. Don't let it cool, especially in company. And when serving espresso, your guest first.
Hmm, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yep.
Lewis,
Yeah.
if you have time, I want to see the I guess your render thing of your motorcycle engine you made. I never got to see it. My mom told me about it.
Did you make it in CAD?
When?
We were talking about
Yeah,
it
we
this
made it. We
morning.
made it in CAD. Really?
Because, yeah, we were talking about it. You're like, I wonder how Lewis is doing. And then, we're doing just general stuff. I'm like, oh, maybe he's just doing some, super secret science stuff ever since they hired him for, that project he was doing in the water system thing. And mom's like, no, it was the motorcycle engine. I'm like, what the fuck? Bro's just building engines while I'm sleeping. So then she's like, yeah, he took it apart in this 3D program and showed it to me. I'm like, what? Dude.
What?
Excuse me.
Yeesh.
Uh, I could show you guys. I
If it's
think my
confidential,
login's
don't
being
worry.
restricted.
Yeah,
No,
it was like a
it's
school
from
project.
yeah, it's a school project.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude just get it for a grade. It was crazy.
Well, I mean, it was a whole group project. Yeah. I was on the engine cycle analysis team, and yeah, it got pretty wild. I think we just got at one point we got very creative in the design process, and we said fuck it, and we threw a turbo on it. It should look goofy as fuck, but at least we were original, and according to our analysis, it worked out. Although
Let's go.
I think functionally,
Functionally, it did not explode.
functionally in the
This is
real world,
extremely
in the real world, I think it's you. Yeah, the problem that we ran into is that idle state, I think, ran too cold for turbo to take charge. So we just kind of I forgot how we figured the process. I think we just pumped up the fuel rate to kind of jumpstart the turbo, even at idle, um, or to have easily accessible during idle. But yeah, I can show you. But every time I remember last time I opened it, it lags my computer because the document that it's in is 200 pages long.
good god.
It's a whole project, start to finish, economic analysis, engineering analysis, target, yeah, the full shebang.
What are you doing in here? Go. Go.
But yeah, I'll see if I can pull that up. I
William,
don't think probably not today though.
Yes.
you have to recap the whole Street Fighter thing that happened between you and Carlos. It's not like you had an anime episode.
Oh,
Recap.
I was there, bro.
There's the recaps. Anyway, I don't have a recap for you because it's also been a month since you last played this game. So even I forgot what was happening. The only thing I have. Wait, hold on.
You have a journal written or something?
Let's say, did I forget my journal existed? Where are you?
Last time we left the jewelry shop, ran to the man selling ghillie suits.
Oh, I found
I
it.
paid okay.
Well, what do you remember, Lewis?
Oh, jewelry shop,
Mm-hmm.
and then outside man with the ghillie suits. You're talking to Rolf at the jewelry shop. I remember that, trying to sell some stuff. And then, I paid for. I think I pre-ordered a full, not full. It's still testing. But an invisibility cloak. I pre-ordered that, and then I remember we're kind of just in idle because we didn't really have the entire party. I think, yeah, kind of waiting for the meeting with. Forgot her name. Lady Ong.
Yes, sir. All right. So I do have the recap right here. Actually, I
Yeah,
typed this
sir.
thing up. Okay, so here's what happened to y'all. You had met with Dr. Donnell and had received part of a reward of about 100 gold pieces, give or take. However, your loot is currently en route, which is like the second part of your payment. It's stuck in a blockade, thanks to Imperial ships in the bay. So you kind of have to still wait on that.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember correctly, Dr. Donnell did tell you that it's supposed to maybe get through in about 1 to 2 business days. So it's cooking. The coals are still medium hot, medium rare. So you have to wait a little bit to get some of that nice, delicious treasure. However, this is what you did do. You expressed interest in working with the Golden Vault, a syndicate of people who work to keep magical artifacts out of the hands of those who would use them for harm. After that, you decided to go retrieve your suits from Rufus's Sundries, which is a high-end clothing store in Neverwinter. And you bumped into Cal along the way. You asked him to join you for dinner with Lady Ange.
Hell
He
yeah.
agreed and came along with you guys. After a short visit to Ralph's goldsmith shop, you were interrupted by 2 female Imperial officers. One, the lieutenant, was extremely aggressive with our character Liu, and they had a little bit of a standoff. Ralph did his best to simmer the conversation down, and after hours of questioning, he was eventually let go. Ralph then opened up to the rest of the party that the Imperials were there because they wanted mining resources in veins in the Sword Coast, and he had information on where to collect those and where to mine for it. He does thank his previous connection to the sort of information to the previous gemstone owner that was running the shop in Neverwinter. However, he also admitted to siding with the Empire and handing over the information in exchange for a partnership if the Imperials win governorship over Neverwinter. The party left him with a series of words of disapproval and left him in a crying state in his office.
Called him.
And then you left. Yeah, like one by one, you guys just fucking shit on him and then just left.
We had to. Yeah, we did. Had to.
We had to.
He's asking for it.
It was hilariously like one by one, you guys just said your piece and then left. Now one guy's like, "If you fucked up, man," and everyone leaves. Everyone just like had to tell this guy he fucked up. So that's where we last left you. But here is where we leave you now. You're about maybe a little under an hour away from your meeting, and you're making your way over towards the district, the Protector's Enclave, to finally go meet with Lady Ange herself. In the distance, just beyond the bridge that connects the Tower District to the Protector's Enclave, you can see a very tall tower. It rises above the city like a huge neck of a swan, and airships fly just above you towards the tower. The sun is beginning to set, and bright orange rays sort of peek out from alleys and windows. Shopkeepers are sweeping their storefronts. Citizens move around you, and every now and then they kind of just bump into you, apologize, the usual stuff. And you begin to see guards of different factions speaking to each other. However, the closer you get to the tower, the more guards in red hoods and leather armor you see around you. Security seems to be increasingly built up the closer you get to it.
Is there?
If I remember
Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
go
I'm
ahead.
just saying, if I remember correctly, that the current party order is like you got Ben, Liu, you got Neo, and you have Cal, and of course Ugash. This is all you're bringing with you. So what are you saying, Ugash?
I was gonna say, is there like a visible sign that shows us where to go?
There is not. That tower is like your only like waypoint, so to speak. But Ugash, the closer you do get to the tower, you start to notice that people in groups are sort of like huddled together and talking amongst each other, and then you hear distinctive loud coughs and wheezes. And you can see like makeshift like hospital tents being set up.
Outside of the tower?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any insignia on it?
No, there's not. Just white tents. No insignia relations at all.
Or is it like any visible afflictions on the patients, or?
Ooh, I want you to roll wisdom.
Let me get off my bed. All right, let's see.
Wait, we're in the which part of the map are we in?
You're now in the Protector's Enclave.
Wisdom.
I think
Right?
it's yes, sir.
Ah,
I think I'm bringing it like this. You're looking this area now.
okay.
11. Awesome. Okay. So you guys should kind of just peer your eyes and look in between the folds of the tent and the people around them. You don't see any like visible afflictions, but you do see people with like sort of puffy red eyes and like pale features. And you can see other doctors in white robes, sort of like checking up on them. They're starting to put on like face masks themselves. And you can see a few of them with their shirts taken off and they're just like sweaty and they have like warts growing on them.
Can I check to see if I know what the disease is?
Go ahead. I want you to roll knowledge medicine.
Change.
Let's go.
I'm a doctor.
You know exactly what this is. Through a much more careful like examination, it only took you a minute to really figure it out. But distinctive like yellow pigmentations on their chests and especially in the stomach area, they're being afflicted from a sort of poison. And you recognize this distinctly as the work of your own poison.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't even done anything. Oh wait.
That's what you think.
Never mind. All right. I'm just gonna ignore it and keep walking.
All right.
Wait, how many tents are there?
There are 5 tents in total.
Housing how many patients?
About 10 people a tent, so like 50 people.
Ah, all right.
And that's just in the tent. There's even people spilling out of it and just sitting on the sides of the road.
Very,
Yeah.
very interesting.
The closer you get towards the entrance of the tower, on the east side near the Casman District, you can see a robed figure in a red hood, sort of like giving orders and like splitting apart a huge crowd ahead of him. Directing people to the tents and people away from the tents.
I want to ask one of the guards if Lady Anja's party is somewhere in this general location.
The guard looks you up and down, and then he gives you a slow nod. The party should be beginning in about roughly under an hour, sir. Do you have an invitation, or... Oh, I see you have the pin with you. Okay. Whenever you're ready to go inside, just follow me.
All right.
And
point
your guests, are they coming with you?
Yeah, I'll tell I'll guide the party also with me.
We're all
Okay.
kind of like looking at him, walking in with him.
You're like,
I nod approvingly.
Alright, so you're now outside the tower walls. The watchtower is surrounded by these huge, large cobblestone walls, and a large gate is lifted by metal chains, and it sort of creaks loudly as it lifts up, and you're ushered through and taken through a series of courtyards. You pass through barracks, occupied by soldiers, and even a large archway, which you can see water running from a mill that feeds into a river. You're then directed towards a pair of heavy iron doors. When the door is opened for you, you are motioned towards a very long hallway with plush carpets and huge drapes that reach the ceiling. And in the distance, you can hear music and people talking to each other, like in a large crowd.
All right.
Hmm.
Any notable figures that I'd be able to recognize in the party?
Can't see the party just yet.
Oh, okay.
One of the guards does tell you. Just follow the hallway to the end and then help yourself to the food and the drinks that are available. The party starts in about 30 minutes.
Very sick. I'm gonna go pig out. Load up on food.
Hell yeah, pick out on the appetizers.
Wait, what time is it?
About, at least in the time of Neverwinter, it's about 6:30.
Okay. I pull out my new pocket watch, and I remark, so it begins at 7.
Speaking at 7.
And I go to get a drink.
The rest of you, what do you wish to do?
I want to see if there's mac and cheese.
You guys search for mac and cheese. Liu, Ben, what do you wish to do?
I am following Neo.
Ben?
Can I look around and see if I notice if there's any military figures at this party?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll perception for me.
Oh, I don't have my fucking sheet open. Ah, fuck! Fuck!
Bro, wasn't prepared. To
No, I
roll.
thought it was. Let's go. Oh, fucking two.
Jake, quickly, what's an object that you're thinking of?
Rock.
Rock? Got it.
Yeah.
First thinking of cock. Anyways,
You already know.
I had to change the letter.
Or I had to change the R up.
Okay, Ben, we're gonna forgive you just because there's very few people in the hallway, but at the very end of the hall, you do see a kind of a short man, little hunched over on a cane with sort of slicked back hair. He's a human, and he has appropriate formal military attire. He's got the little tassels on his shoulders. You can see the medals on his shoulders and his chest. And he's talking to someone on the other end of the door, but you can't see them.
I see. Alright. I'm not gonna go up and approach him. I just wanted to see if there is any military figures at this party, which there seems to be.
You're like, you need military discounts. I'm a veteran myself.
Yeah, we all got that veteran discount, bro. I fucked my arm up.
Fuck my arm out. Okay,
No, I just wanted to see if there's any military figures. I will go grab a drink.
gotcha. Mr. Ben, on your quest to grab yourself a said drink, you find yourself running into Sister Emerald. She appears to be talking to a small crowd of people ahead of her.
Sister Emerald, what the fuck is that? Okay. I wrote it down.
You kind of walk past her. She goes, "Oh, Ben, over here," and she kind of waves you over.
I'll say, "Oh, hi, sister," and I'll walk over.
Good to see you. How did you manage to get an invitation?
We won the Can I scratch my head? Oh, I pull out the little flyer. I kind of just hand it to her. We killed this thing.
She kind of looks over the flyer, turns it over, and she hands it back to you. Well, congratulations. That prize money is no joke. I hope you spent it well.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I definitely did. But
In this shiny new armor.
yeah, just do a little
Blinding even.
yeah, huff on it, kind of go.
Bro's flexing and refracting light.
Yeah, refracting light at
Yeah,
maximum
this
speed.
poster right here flexes bicep.
No, I'm in my suit. I'm pretty sure. I'm not in my armor.
No, yeah, you're in a suit. Don't worry about it.
But I'll ask her. How did you get into this party?
I'm here looking for sponsors and favors to support the church. We're trying to start a rebuilding effort ever since this whole mess with the contest is over. We can now start getting back to more important things. I hope you didn't forget about the service the next morning.
No, I definitely did not. I just am definitely interested, or I was interested in why you were here. But yeah, that sounds like sounds like a good thing.
Good.
I kind of scratched my back. I could sponsor a little bit of that if you want me to. I have some extra gold lying around.
Oh, that would be wonderful. She holds her hand out for a little bit. Let's not do this here. I don't particularly have any methods of carrying donations at the hand. I'm just
Oh no, of course. Definitely
Welcome
more
you.
secretly.
yes, of course. Meet me back at the Chasm District maybe tomorrow morning.
Yeah, sounds good.
The service won't start till 10, so if you happen to wake up a little late, just meet me over in the graveyards. It's just a little south of here. You can't miss it. It's very well kept, very nice and tall, structured walls.
All right, yeah, we'll do.
And we can discuss that afterwards.
Totally not ominous.
Yeah, totally not.
Absolutely, of course. No witnesses.
No witnesses. I will be revealing my character shortly after.
Well, it was really good to see you.
Yeah, it was good to see you too. I'm gonna grab a drink and go see where the band of idiots went off to. I shall talk to you tomorrow then. Have a good one.
You too, Ben.
I'm gonna go grab a drink and go find where everyone else ran off to, probably devouring the baked mac.
I don't know where Neo and Leo are going off to, except for they're kind of following themselves, but we actually finally do find a nice small little plate. And then when the servant lifts the silver lid, you see this steaming golden portion of mac and cheese ahead of you.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
his exact reaction, actually.
Bro's busting in front of the cheese, bro.
Bo's busting in front of the mac. Not in front of my
reminds me of
mac.
This woman named Beecher back home who made this
Uh,
Velveeta cheese with a baked
Thank-
top,
thank God.
baked cheese,
I'll be right back.
All right.
white cheddar. Soft noodles. Oh,
I'm glad you said mac and cheese.
Sir, this is a self-serve. I'm going to ask that if you do want it to your right, sir, I would just ask that leave some portions for everyone, if you don't mind.
you think I'm gonna be able to eat all this?
I've seen it happen, sir.
That sounds like a challenge. Well, I'm a little competitive myself, so I'll take you up on that.
Bro really hit him with the...
Bro said bet.
This is literally my exact reaction. Hold on, this is so good. Me hearing that.
When there's mac and cheese.
Oops, I opened Opera. I don't want to open Opera.
Well, help yourself, sir. And at this point, you can actually notice there's now a line of people behind you.
Well, they're gonna have to wait. I gotta load up my plate.
Take the tray.
Takes the piping hot metal tray. Anyways, Neo and Liu. Leo is following you, Neo. So where are you going?
I'm gonna get drinks, and by drinks I mean tea, because I want to keep my senses sharp. I walk up to the one of the waiters at the bar. Do you have tea?
Yes, we do, sir. What's the kind of... Do you prefer it hot? Do you prefer it cold? Would you like it in a cup? Would you like it in a tall cup? Would you like it in a porcelain cup?
Tall cup, cold, please.
Of course, sir. The waiter then, shuffles some glass underneath the counter, and then he reaches for a pitcher, throws a few ice cubes in, pours you a cold iced tea.
Thank you.
He sort of slowly slides it towards you. Looks towards you, Leo. What about you, sir?
All the same.
Fantastic choice, gentlemen. Pours another glass, tosses the cubes in, and he slides you a glass, Leo.
Hold my hand out and it slides past me and falls over down.
Wait, real?
No,
No, no.
that would be
Oh.
insane.
Okay. I asked the bartender after a sip of tea. we are quite new to this town. Do you know any of the guests whom high esteem we should thank in company?
The bartender sort of slowly leans forward and motions you two over. I'd say that depends. What sort of business are you folks looking to line up tonight?
Well, upon invitation from Lady Ange herself, we completed the slaying of the basilisk, and thus I think continuing that line of work, given a company involved, could grow and expand upon opportunity.
Well, once again, I ask, sir, what sort of opportunity you're looking for? Are you looking for jobs? Perhaps you're adventurous for hire, or maybe you're looking to get into the business of trade. Maybe knowledgeable of your thing, or neither or. We do have some prospective landowners looking for capable farmers, and farmers looking for capable landowners. And if that is neither your fancy, I think we do at least have one master angler here.
Okay. Then perhaps could you tell me, or if you're privileged to such knowledge, what line of work does the Lady Ange herself usually conduct here in the city?
Not that much. Most of it is statehood matters. She recently arrived about a year ago or so, I'd say, is when she really set up shop here. And ever since, she's just been trying to gain favors with farmers from outside of the Neverwinter to sort of court public opinion to support her run for for lordship. So if you're looking for a more stable job, it's more appealing to probably try to talk to her about a certain line of work. Most of it's just going to involve like going for supply runs, delving into dungeons for some treasure to sell to foreign banks and all the likes, establishing relationships and foreign contacts, maybe taking the occasional adventure yourself around the world. Or, of course, if none of that is any of your fancy, working out stuff locally here. Maybe you can become a lord yourself if she's lord.
I see. A great many deal of opportunities here.
Absolutely. She's no longer about that sort of outlaw life, I guess. She's trying to be a little more conducted and civil. The best it can be.
And in this growing civility to a wider public, how grows the opinion of her interaction or any confrontation with this growing empire that we hear about?
Oh. Well, compared to them, they love her a lot. She offers a lot of, like, sort of joy and fun and bombasticness. I'm sure you folks saw the contest she threw on. A lot of what she does is just generally lavish. She's still new to, like, again, matters of statehood. She's still young at this sort of job, so to speak. But he kind of shrugs. She's an outsider. So we're all sort of slow to trusting after our own little spouts of rebellion we had about a few years earlier. I'd say they're pretty warming up to her, but Neverwinter is still generally focused on being neutral. Even though we do have a lot to offer, we still do absolutely need help to extract the wealth that this land has to offer. We can't do it ourselves. Without her, we'd be too poor. As for the Empire, they provide security and stability and manpower no one else can afford, but they're very strict. It's either their way or the highway. With her, it's completely different, but I don't know. At times I just don't think she knows what she's doing.
Dip my tea. Interesting. Okay. Um. perhaps in the manner of trade that you spoke of, have there been any perhaps mentions of Prothea or any trades from the High Lords and houses of Prothea?
Absolutely. Although nothing goes necessarily as far as the Emperor's will, as far as that kind of trade goes. But they are looking to heavily invest in our local economy here. We've already begun getting approached by the soldiers about our land being purchased, and we still get to work it, but obviously they really reap most of the rewards of it. Prothea, I don't entirely know this. A lot of their economy is based in lumber, stone, and fish, but the minerals that we have here are much and far more richer than the ones they have there. So that's what they're mostly interested in.
So they're no longer producing ores. Interesting.
Looking
Perhaps
for
at a
everyone
time.
else's.
Interesting. Then, do any of these minerals pose any exciting interest in terms of local discovery or local harvest? We were at a jeweler earlier this evening, describing about work they were acquiring with the Empire.
Bartender sort of like rubbed his chin. Well, only sort of local interest I can think of at the top of my head is the mines over in Phandalin, just a little south of this place. Obviously, there's the mountains and the forests and maybe some hills that might get you some copper and all that stuff. Got some gold in the river. Sword Coast is very new, not entirely too harvested compared to the rest of the world.
I see.
Nothing like particularly interesting, but plenty in abundance. The right person gets all of it. That's a lot of money they can make.
Indeed, the right person. All right. Well, I look over to Liu. Sorry, I got lost in thought on that line of questioning.
I'm like looking at him and the guy back and forth like Jesse Pinkman drinking the water between Skylar and Walker.
They're like, oh yeah, very interesting.
There's no worries. Just trying to get some information. I understand. I'm gonna like lean over to the bar. It's the barkeeper, right? Bartender.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna lead him over to him. Like, Lady On is gonna show up, right?
Sage said, not so late. She talked about having some sort of meeting with some folks for the whole day before she ever came down.
Okay. And I'm gonna look over to Neo. He's not talking about us, right? We're not that group. I know she wanted to talk to us, but
I agree. So perhaps we're going to find some kind of clerk or high staffed attendant,
yeah, I'll have to.
or maybe perhaps it's the Empire that. Sorry, what was your name again? I look at the bartender.
I'm Melfier.
Melfier. Thank you, Melfier. Perhaps the audience that Leon is going to be meeting with, besides her own, might be this Empire.
Hmm.
Nah, she met them already. She's talking about meeting with the contestants that won.
Oh,
Yep, then that's definitely us.
yeah, that's us.
If you're hoping to talk to the Empire, you missed it. They were here about an hour before you showed up.
I don't think I could care about that right now. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyway, where are we supposed to go? Where's Rick? Don't care. I'm like looking around to see if there's like some attendant who looks a little more well kept than the bartender.
Gotcha. I want you to roll perception.
Yeah. I'm checking my glass.
You're just like sort of swinging the glass around, taking a drink, and you're just looking around. And eventually, here is what you do see. First, I'll describe the ballroom. This ballroom is huge. It's a huge circle, and the ceilings are about 30 feet tall and arched to a point.
Nice.
Rays of light shine down in the middle of the room, and as the sun sets, like you can see like the little orange glowing circle rise along the wall, and attendants and servants are like lighting candles and all this stuff. At the front of the room are a set of stairs that lead to a balcony, and at the top of those stairs, you see 2 armored guards either side of an entrance. You came from the southern end, so you would have seen the staircase when you first came into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, you're on the west side of the room.
All right. Well, I'm gonna like look over there. And I'm gonna look back to Neo and kind of like tilt my head in that direction. And we can always try over there. There's guards over there. We got something to check out.
That's a good point. We should probably find our companions first, though.
Yes, it's probably a good idea. Oh gosh, destroying the entire platter of mac and cheese.
And cheese. When you begin to search for your companions, you begin to hear like the tuning of instruments and an orchestra kicking in as they begin to play. And the voices of people sort of like hush down a little bit just so they can hear the orchestra playing. But you do find Ugash, I imagine, destroying this fucking bowl of mac and cheese.
Swallowing it.
Bro, it's
Like,
Gods. How do I open one? If you had a plate.
sir, please, you can't stand in the line and eat the food. You have to get moving.
Who, me?
Yes. There are other people trying to eat the mac and cheese. I understand it's good.
bro got
We're-
carried away.
Worked really hard, but we only have so much, and the rest of the guests
Just,
are.
just a bit more. Just a bit more.
Bros gatekeeping the mac and cheese.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to please step away from the booth
Can I attempt?
just for the time being. What are you gonna do?
Uh, I'm gonna see if I can. Nah. You know what?
Look over there. It's Abraham Lincoln.
Holy shit. He's scared.
Hitting the gritty.
Nah, I'm just gonna take a couple more handfuls and walk away.
Because when you leave the line, everyone's kind of like giving this like very. They're just like giving you the daggers. They're just staring you down. As the attendant then like takes the empty tray of mac and cheese and like refills it with a fresh one. Ben, have you caught up to them at this point? I imagine you have.
Cody?
Yes.
Have you caught up to the rest of the group at this point?
Oh, yeah. I've gotten my very fruity drink and I'm on my way over.
Fantastic.
Right, man.
You still looking around for anyone, or are you just ready to meet up with them?
No, I'm just ready to meet with them, see what they're doing.
Okay, you find the rest of your group a few feet away from the food stand. You guys are still eating this plate of mac and cheese, and Leo and Neo are drinking, and Cal is just kind of standing next to them, just sort of looking around. He's like really excited about this place.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. He made it.
You said there was like a band setting up.
Yeah, the band's gone. There's an orchestra now, though.
Oh, okay.
More cash. Sure.
And then the all group, Cal's like, "This is really exciting! Oh my god! Wow! Are we Where are we supposed to go? How does this work?
We're supposed to meet with Lady Ange, like higher up.
I offer
Oh.
Cal one of the handfuls of mac and cheese.
Thank you. You eat it from your hand.
Oh heck yeah.
Nah, slobbering.
Hey, make sure you get between the fingers. There's some cheese there.
I'm okay. Thank you for the handful of mac and cheese, though. Wow, that's delicious.
Isn't it? It's like gold right there, right in the mouth.
Ooh,
I love it when
Reminds me of-
juice just squirt in your mouth.
that's just getting a little weird, man. That's just mac and cheese.
Yeah, I was talking about the mac and cheese.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Hey, I think you'd fare pretty well in that orchestra over there, don't you think?
Me?
Yeah.
No, he shows you his fingers. I wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't work out too well. Besides, my instruments. I'm more of a guitar man. Stuff like this ain't my kind of thing. I got
Was it
mad respect
ever
for it.
always the guitar?
Oh no. At one point it was.
Yeah.
Kind of how I started. Plucking a little viola my mom bought me.
Yeah.
And then, well, he kind of holds his hands up again. I got fucked up.
Bro, I'm using my wish spell to save Hal if I ever get one. I'm fixing his
like-
hands.
I'm making him immortal.
No.
Maybe one day when I'm able to fix myself, I will go back to playing the strings. But for now, kind of used to my guitar.
Mm,
Doesn't.
fair enough.
Never mind.
Anyway, we should go check out those guards over there. Like, get up off the table.
Well, absolutely.
Are we killing him?
What?
No. We're a little far from that.
Gets invited to a party. Are we killing these guys? Anyways,
Sorry, someone got lost in translation.
you approach the guards at the top of the staircase, and they both look at you. They're wearing full plates of armor, and they're towering at about like 6 feet tall. In each of their hands, they're holding axes, and they look towards you. State your business.
Yeah, we're the winners of the Basilisk Hunt.
One guard
Yep,
sort of
that's right.
leans down to you to like look at your pin, and he like pulls out a monocle.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, come this way. And they, in unison, pull apart these bars that keep the door shut, and they push it open. In front of you, you see a flat, sort of square platform with chains on either sides, like stuck to wheels.
Mhm.
One guard goes inside, and the other like sort of motions towards the platform. Please stand on the lift. If you need to, hold on to the bars. It goes pretty fast.
Oh, okay. Shit. Get in, hold on.
See also to just sort of corral yourself onto the lift, and one guard closes the door. The other one begins to quickly pull the chain and crank a wheel. It takes a minute for the wheel to lock, and the little platform shakes, and the lift ascends. And about a minute or so later, when the lift reaches the top of the tower, you are greeted by the cold gust of ocean air and seagulls. Ahead of you is a set of gilded doors, resting open to reveal a large dining table in the middle of a large oval room. And at the very end of the table is a woman, dressed in black and white, and she has really long white hair. And she's like sort of looking out towards the city. Directly behind her in the distance, you can see Neverwinter Castle. And then, just next to the castle, maybe about a mile or so to the right, you can see the floating tower that you first saw when you entered the city. There's no one else on this floor but her, no one to bring your attention to her. It was just you and this woman.
Who? All of us?
All of you.
Would we be able to recognize her?
No.
She's just a random woman.
Only,
No, it's Lady
only
Ange.
upon reputation. Yes, Leon.
Oh. Is anyone gonna go attempt to talk to her? Cause I don't know if I should.
You're saying that as you look down with your cheese-covered hands.
I'm gonna quickly
These
lick the
hands.
cheese off my fingers.
It's alright.
Dorito dust, fucking.
Cal kind of steps forward. Step aside. I got this.
Oh no!
Ah, shit. There we go.
Cal, walking forward with a slight hunch, approaches the table and then kind of looks around and sort of awkwardly kneels down. Ma'am, it's an honor to meet you. We've arrived.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Really setting it.
Arrived.
And finally, the woman does turn around to look towards you. In front of you, see at the end of the table is Lady Ange of the Red Skulls. She is a female tiefling, sitting at the moment. Her horns are kind of like deer antlers, or like branches. They're just kind of wild and erratic.
Mm-hmm.
They're red at the base of the skull, but they like sort of bleed into like a snow white. Her eyes are completely white, and her skin is red. She's wearing a large, worn leather coat, and fur coming out of the collars. In one hand, she holds a book, and in the other, she's kind of like tapping the table. She closes the book and sets it down. She motions you inside. Please come in. I've been expecting you.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
How many chairs are there?
Including the one that she's sitting in. There are 10.
Ooh, we're gonna die.
What the? Hold on. What the hell's a tiefling?
Tiefling? It's like a. Think of like a devil, but not evil.
Ah, I looked it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's downloaded the information.
Information downloaded.
I know kung fu.
They're kind of.
What do you mean by that?
Say it
Kind of.
out loud.
Out. I've said a lot of things out loud. Sick. It is an honor to meet you, Lady Ange. Your horns are exquisite today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please take a seat, I insist.
I'll take a seat. At the request
Yes.
of Lady Ange.
Rusty sits and Cal is the last to sit, and he gets the really awkward chair that just goes really loud. And he's trying to adjust it. And at the risk of further embarrassing himself, he tries again and he goes again, and he just stops. So he's not like fully seated at the table. He's kind of like awkwardly a foot away from it.
Fuck this.
Well, just rip the chair over.
Thank you for coming. I can only imagine that you must be incredibly busy ever since you've won my contest.
Yeah,
You
Right.
can say that.
it's been pretty life-threatening even after the battle.
Really? Hope you're ready to discuss it over a long talk. Please enjoy yourselves. I've went to the liberties of preparing fruits and fresh meats and meat and waters for all of you. I apologize for any non-account of dietary issues.
Oh. Just eating. Nom, 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 nom.
So I'm curious, what did you do with my money?
Bought a
Kind of
suit.
like Look
We're
around.
not serious.
I just kind of look her straight in the face. I'm wearing it.
Oh, interesting. Well, they look very good in here. It was not at all appropriate, but I do commend you for the effort.
Might as well have a suit. Never hurts to have one.
It does not. So it brings you to Neverwinter, outside of the contest.
When
Oh,
did
fuck
we
it.
come
I don't
here?
remember, dude. I don't remember why we're here. I'll be honest. I don't. I think it's.
Didn't we
Hold on.
come here just for the basilisk?
Oh yeah, we came here for the Basilisk quest.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
well,
no
we-
other sort of ties anywhere else? You just came for the quest and you won.
Yeah.
Well, we solved it. The quest got posted in a couple of different cities, and we decided, might as well do it. We have a little bit of free time in the meantime.
Yeah, attempt a life-threatening quest. It's something that we like to do often.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad, I hope.
I go, well,
Almost died a
The-
couple times.
troves and troves of people that tried to fight us after we killed the basilisk was not part of the plan.
Yeah, the fight
However-
itself was easy.
Yeah, we killed the basilisk. That wasn't the problem. The problem was everybody else. They were very unhappy.
You kind
I'm
of just shrugs.
gonna pinch Ben and give him an evil eye.
Starage.
There is.
Oh, come on.
But it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, a lot of people died fighting that basilisk even before we showed up. Just
There was a lot of people were unfortunately. I look at I just look at you like. Sorry, trying to laugh. I look at you and I just go, I raise an eyebrow. Yeah, a lot of them died before we got there, which was, considering how easy the fight was, they
it's
were not.
easy.
The basilisk fight was easy, but getting away from the basilisk area was hard.
There's a lot of gnolls around that look over. Killed a lot of people.
No. Ah, shit. She kind of takes out the book again, starts writing stuff down. I'll take care of that eventually. Okay.
I give Ugash like a look. I just kind of give you like an eyebrow raise.
Bro's acting like I'm the one who almost spilled the beans.
No. I'm looking at you like, am I doing it right?
I'm gonna give you an unknown nod.
Just kind of.
A big
Having
nod.
flashes of the bugbear flashes my mind.
Bugbear flashbacks. PTSD.
PTSD.
Yes, he's kicking.
Well, I'm happy to hear that the contest went as well as I hoped. And, of course, death is part of life, but all that swashbuckling adventure must have been so exhilarating just getting out of there. Jeez. Once again,
You could say that.
Yeah.
Definitely a story.
she kind of holds her arms out. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
So,
you.
you have any plans after this? What's your next step?
You got anything for us?
Depends on how you answer my question.
We're not doing shit. So, you got anything?
He's not trying to bullshit you. We aren't really doing anything. We have a couple of things to.
Mercenaries for hire, that's what we are right now.
Yes.
Perfect.
That.
That's good. Because part of my contest was to sort of weed out whoever was willing to do whatever it takes for the cash.
Oh,
And you folks passed.
In that case, you have your team.
Good. That's good to hear. I got a few set of jobs for you. That is if you're willing to work with me.
Let's hear.
Let's hear it. I take a sip of my canteen.
Nothing wrong with hearing someone out.
Leon stands up, and she is very tall, standing at 7 feet. She walks
Holy
over to a
holy
bookshelf and takes out a huge scroll and she lays it on the table, kind of moving some plates around, and she unrolls it. And she says, "Have a look."
What is on the scroll, William?
This scroll, in nice blue ink, is very delicately drawn plans of a castle.
I look out the window towards the Neverwinter Castle.
It's the same one. I trust you've heard about, or at least run into the construction that's happening over there.
Pretty sure the
Mm,
castle in the sky.
The one on the ground. What's in the sky is the tower.
Oh, okay.
I've heard a couple of things about that, but not very detailed.
It was destroyed a few years ago in the revolt. But Shannon points towards the tower. The tower used to be a part of it. It was separated when a meteor crashed through it.
A meteor?
Yeah.
A meteor, you say?
Fell from the sky, crashed the tower, separated it. Now the other half of the tower is floating.
Hmm.
Because of the meteor? Or...
That's what I'm thinking. And I also need help investigating it.
So
But more importantly, I need people who are capable of fighting together in a group, capable of fighting together in pairs, and know how to get the job done. She taps the blueprints. I want this castle, and it is not under guard because of construction.
So
I'm sure
you want us to infiltrate the castle and clear it out for you?
Or do you just
She
want
nods.
information?
No, I need your help clearing out that castle.
How do you want us to clear the castle out?
She shrugs. I don't know. It's full of undead. We sent in a few teams when we first arrived here, but they all fell to it. And I'm sure you've seen the encroaching sickness, and of course that mess in the enclave next to us, in the Chasm District.
Kind of like pull my collar. Ooh, yeah, I definitely saw that. Definitely did not make that happen.
We're getting more reports of
Ooh.
sadist sprouting out in other towns outside of Neverwinter. We believe the source of it is inside that tower.
Hmm.
And if it's cleared, people are no longer sick. We all stay healthy. I get a new place to live, and you get handsomely paid.
How is it affecting the people of the town if it's in the sky? Or, sorry, never mind.
Oh, that's right. You told us that Ugash could recognize that poison, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is Leo looking at Ugash on the next to the table. When he hears that same poison.
It's just this.
Okay, but no one else knows that I did it, right?
And no one else knows, but you're just paranoid about it at this point, probably. No one else knows.
Alright, sick.
So Leon just turns to, I need help clearing it out. And with this whole election business happening in a few days,
Mhm.
I need to clear it immediately because we are projected to win, and I would very much like to move in as quickly as possible. Can't stay stuck up here.
All right, can do. You want this under wraps, right?
Absolutely.
All right, understood.
How much is the pay?
Listen, we can discuss that after my next description of your next job. She rolls up the scroll, and then she takes up another one, and she unfurls it. And this time it's a map of Neverwinter. I'm sure you've seen the Imperial airships. They're parked over here in the south, west coast.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of them.
Turns out their major ship is docked here, just one of their dreadnoughts. And I want to know what's going on. So, kind of looks around at all of you. I'm sure one of you has the skills to be really sneaky and infiltrate. We need some information about what they want to do here in Neverwinter.
I'm gonna give a side eye to Liu.
Me?
Wait, wait, where are they? The airships at the docks?
Just a little
Me
bit south.
looking at Neo. Same
Just-
picture.
Down here.
I'm, s-
Long.
This
my
my
eyes are fixated. That's this is me. My eyes are fixated on the window in the tower. So you want us to investigate the airships at the docks?
Yeah,
Or
if
just
you can
south
get
of
a
the
hold of
dock.
some plans of like military intel, just what they're doing. Like the Emperor himself showed up last night. I want to know why he's here of all people.
Hmm. I can get that.
Yeah,
The Emperor,
If you-
you say?
yeah. He had showed up to take care of some of the business that happened at the museum, some sort of break-in.
Really?
No, we heard about that.
You might have literally heard him, but yeah, he was here.
I don't know if we literally heard it. We did hear about the break-ins.
Ooh, hold on. Neo, roll roll a d20 for me. Let's see if you remember it.
Shit. I was hoping you'd dodge it. All right.
Bro's acting like he's not gonna get asked.
Bro, I think I'm not gonna get caught.
Everyone's like,
I was looking
well,
away from the teacher.
well.
Ah, shit. Save me.
It's alright. It's alright. This is not like a percentage of what you remember. It's a detail that you remember.
The side eye's getting hard.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So this is the detail that you do
Me-
remember, like sort of
me
off
or
your
me.
head. This is the detail you do remember. Mr. Neo, do you remember when you were riding away in the carriage and you felt this huge boom and a gust of wind above you as you guys left the museum?
Yeah.
Followed by a very heavy impact shaking the ground.
I put two and two together. The meteor.
That just happened? Dang.
Lady Arms kind of looks at you in like in complete like disappointment, but also surprised. Like I don't know, she's just completely surprised. She was breaking out in laughter. No, that wasn't the meteor. That was him.
The Emperor. Of
You're telling me
course.
The Emperor is as heavy as the meteor impact? Wow.
No,
The Emperor.
Sip my
Of
tea.
course.
oh my god. Maybe you guys weren't ready for this after all.
Gonna laugh.
What do you mean?
She turns to Cal now. You. Clearly you're the mastermind behind this group. What say you?
I literally laugh. It's not him.
Wait, I thought you told me stuff that I remember, but I don't care.
I know that is what you remember. She's like completely done with you guys at the moment. Cal's
Wait,
like,
so I recall that in the tower, or in the carriage, after the heist, gust of wind overhead and a large boom.
Followed by a very, you can't miss it. It was like a mini earthquake that just this huge shake in the ground. And then you're like, a meteor. But no, it was the Emperor himself.
What?
That's what I said.
I don't get it.
It's, no, it's him. Don't worry, you're right. But Cal then says, oh, well, I hate to take away the dignity of my fellow associates. They're a lot smarter than they look, man.
Of course, we are smart.
Very
Was
well
the
said.
Emperor, was it not?
It was. Very perceptive of you. Anyways,
Yeah.
I need you to find out what's going on. What is he up to? What does he want? And of course, lastly, I got one more job for you. It involves that floating tower. We need to figure out a way to get it reattached to the actual castle. It can't stay up there for long.
As in, like, it can't stay up for long, like it's gonna fall down.
Oh, no. We don't think it'll fall down. We also don't know if it could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one's been, like, in the tower ever since it's been floating around the city. So, if you guys are able to find a way to kind of hold your hands up carefully, reattach it to the tower, could probably provide some assistance with that. That'd be nice. If not, safely land it or crash land it outside of the city borders, and then retrieve the information we believe is inside.
Do you have any leads to?
Wait, reattach
Why
the tower back
floating?
together?
Yeah, that sounds super easy. I can't. Why are you saying that like it's a very hard thing to do? I sip my tea again. It's very simple.
Do explain. How's it simple?
I got it. Hold on. We grab a giant cannon, right? We load a giant hook
Mhm.
into it. We shoot it
Mhm.
into the castle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mhm.
we pull it with the hook back to the ground. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Problem solved.
Very
What if
simple.
we push the town away from the tower?
And then crash land the tower where the town is, and then just push the town back. Very simple.
No. We push the Earth or the planet to the tower, and then there you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
On a planet? That's a joke. That's a
Yeah, we.
joke.
Of course, we live on the planet. I'm just kind of looking at her. Is she very annoyed about this, or is she laughing?
No, she's laughing as you guys are just completely going with it.
Perfect.
Okay, good.
I kind of look at her. I go, lady, we'll figure out what we can do and what can be done to take the tower back down. We'll also clear out this castle for you, as best as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. You've given us 3 jobs. What's the time frame for all of this?
Yeah, what's the most important to least important?
That's
The most
definitely
important is that intel.
Alright.
intel from the emperor, correct?
Yes.
Glad I had
Yeah.
to leave.
Least important
So-
would probably be the reattaching the tower
I'm not
because
the rogue.
ideally that goes after you cleanse the tower, not the tower, the castle. Once it's safe to roam and build inside, we can focus on trying to reattach the tower. And of course, if the tower is not reattached, find a way to safely crash it so we can safely retrieve the information inside.
And what is the meteor? You have
Want
no
to see the
use of it.
mediator?
Yeah.
That thing crashed years ago. You can find it at the museum.
Right.
Interesting. Okay.
Just like, oh, you mean this?
No, imagine. But
We stole it.
You just pull out the meteor, like, damn, yeah, I found this thing in there. It was crazy.
Just pull out the mind flayer.
All right. So job number 1, or yeah, the first one, clear out the hub, clear out the castle.
No.
Job
We
2.
acquire the intel.
I'd
That's
say
so-
that's-
I'm just listing them out from what we got so far.
Oh, okay.
Job number 2 is to investigate the Emperor and business in Neverwinter. And job number 3 is to retest the castle. I think job number 2 takes higher priority, then 1, then 3. Alright.
and
That makes sense to me.
Time frame for the last 2 parts of the job. Obviously, the emperor is the most important. How is this a needs to be done as soon as possible type of thing, or is this like a kind of it's going to take a little bit, and you understand it's going to take a little bit?
I'll give you a little bit of a week. Seeing as they just arrived here, their security is pretty tight. So, maybe once they settle, they may loosen up.
We'll see about that.
Let's just do it now, bro.
Wait, what time is it?
I do have a military rank. I could just go there and ask him that I'm a guard from the the Dragon Isles.
Time is about 8:30 now.
Flips out.
I like my pocket watch.
Is it 8:30?
It is
It
8:30.
is 8:30.
Shit, dude.
Lady Owens kind of nods and she's like thinking to herself, that could work. The Empire does have good relations with Relmar.
I was in the Rimlar military too, so it's not like I'm lying.
And there you go. If you're able to pull it off, that might be a good way to get inside.
Or at least get close. We'll definitely work on that.
Do we know-
part about that.
When do either of us know anything about the Emperor?
I don't think I would. At least, I mean, I did study history, but I don't think I know much about this.
So yeah,
The land.
if everyone wants to, roll knowledge history while I go take a piss.
Cool. I can pitch too.
Nice. He's gonna piss while you're pissing.
18. Eesh.
Come on, baby, let me get a history check.
History check about the emperor that you know nothing about.
Yeah,
That's about right.
fuck.
Uh,
I'll be right back too. I'm gonna go check on some food.
bruh, fuck.
What?
Why'd I have a 5?
You rolled a nat 1. You don't know
Failed
shit.
I just saw a character give my backstory. Wait, Wayne is pissing? Cover me.
Yeah, go to the bathroom if you need to.
No, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll again. You can't hear me.
Nah, he might be using his headphones still.
No, he can't hear me. He can't hear me at all.
I can hear you.
He can't hear me at all. Yeah, look at that. I rolled a 15. First try. It's a good thing he can't hear me.
All right. What is going down?
I'm about to trade for Cody though. I'm pissed.
Hell yeah. Everyone took the piss break.
Government
Yes.
mandated.
On a different note, Tears of the Kingdom is fucking insane, bro.
Let's go.
Different note. Did you see my little drawing of Ugash's
Of
mac and
Squidward?
cheese?
Oh, I did. Oh, that's what it is. Hell yeah. Bro thinks he's Drake.
Part of the Looney Tunes gang. My favorite one now is the one where Jake's the type of person to get into fights and it looks like this. It's just a giant cloud.
Yeah. Fucking dust cloud.
I wonder how he feels about that, because I know he's on the internet looking at these. uh,
Let's look at it.
Alright, William. William,
What's up?
so far, how are we doing?
Pretty good.
Time to fuck it up.
Honestly.
Welcome back.
Time to kill Lady Odge.
Nah. I will resume her role as Lady On and change my facial feature.
Oh, you have
That-
a lot
that
of
would-
hair to keep up.
That would be insane. That would be insane.
Kill a dip
William is shaking in his boots right now.
shaking.
Not really. Lady On probably has like a flintlock under her table or something.
No, she probably
He said AR-15.
Yeah, probably. I would not be
Like that, like that bank teller in Buster Scruggs. Got
Yeah.
just got rock holes behind the desk.
For real.
Oh yeah, I did find a cool picture. Oh, I don't know where to put it. But I looked up the tiefling. I think I found one that looks like exactly how you described it. What the fuck? Yeah, check this out.
Let's see it. You're out of touch. I'm out of time.
I went from the Google search to the page.
Ooh, you're close.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This person got that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that touch. Wait, how tall am I again? God damn. Hold on.
5'6". I'm kidding. I don't know.
My height is somewhere. Oh, I'm 6'2". Yeah. Okay.
Let's go. So you're canonically about the same height.
That's all
Yeah.
you, man.
Huh?
That's all you, buddy.
I'm taller than her.
Sheesh.
Why this tiefling kind of? Why the kind of?
You didn't finish that thought this way.
Kind of, you know, just.
I thought you were gay, bro. I thought Ugash was gay.
Not today.
What's all this about? I did.
Not
I
The
today.
headcanon is
Yeah.
headcanon
If it's in my head, it must be.
This is disappointing, man.
He's been
It's up.
straight this whole time.
I'll fix this.
I can change him.
Just fondly plays and Ugash and Lee are boyfriends.
Nah.
She's like,
This would be her exact reaction, bro.
They're like, okay, guys, good news. I got just to play. Bad news. I'm breaking up with you.
Oh.
Mulder stare.
Oh, we need to watch X Files. Damn it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alien Man
Sure.
says we gotta watch it. You know it's true.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Ah, fuck. I'm on turbo.
Okay, everyone's back. Let's take a look at your history roll. Oh my god, 5?
No, no.
Try it again.
It's
Oh yeah.
no, it's
That was,
15.
that was a test run. That was a test
There
run.
we go. Oh shit, hit the wrong one.
That's the real one.
There we go. Okay.
There you
Yeah,
go. Yeah.
You got some brainiacs in here.
We be reading, bro.
You be reading. Okay. Jake, we'll start with you.
Yeah.
You're very knowledgeable, but you do not know much about the Emperor at all. Sun Quan it's just so far away from like the rest of the world
It is.
that their affairs are more internal. But
Where is he from?
he is from Sun Quan. Look at the map.
Oh
If you
wow.
have-
Yeah. Look at
He's
the map.
very far away. So they're more of like a internalized country. Their affairs don't necessarily affect the outside world, nor are they affected by it. They kind of keep to themselves. So his appearance and his name wouldn't crop up too much.
Mhm.
At the most, if you're ever outside of the mountains and you're actually like on the edge, on the edge cities,
Yeah.
the only time you would ever interact with the Empire is if they were trading with you, or if you happen to see their trade ships.
I mean, Leo did travel around for a little while.
He did. So most of like your knowledge of the Emperor will come from everybody else's. We'll say now.
Yeah.
Ben,
Uh-huh.
you remember the Emperor and his forces when they helped you out over in Laricond with your problem, in Relmar.
Mm-hmm.
Albeit when you left is when they arrived. So you left the sort of the tail end of like the civil war that was happening there,
Gotcha.
and they arrived to sort of like sort of help settle it and bring it down. But you don't entirely know what happened ever since you left. So the last thing you do remember in your only association with them was just seeing their soldiers come out of their airships when they like flew down to the beaches as you boarded your boat.
Well, they flew down the airships, yeah.
Yeah, the last thing you remember is just them flying down in the airships while you like boarded your boat, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Now, Joey,
Mm-hmm.
you have personal account from one of your followers about who this emperor is. If you remember, a few sessions ago, your follower Faith told you about why she was so angry with him and why she wanted to set up this whole trap for him was because she's from Prothea too, but she was around there when Prothea was being affected by this huge and mysterious plague that swept the nation. And after he won the Civil War, he stomped out remnants of Tolona and any of her religion, anyone associated with her, out of his country.
Cracker.
And they got pushed out. So she wants revenge for that. So he is in personal conflict with your god, and probably therefore with you. This
Bro's
man,
got beef with a celestial body. That's insane.
pretty much, he's burned down your churches, so to speak. He's burned down people that believe in your goddess. He's killed them over and over again. He stomped them out. He will never stop.
He wants
That's
to-
your assertion.
He's destroyed, or he's stomped out Tolona's teachings by removing written scriptures, or just like everything about her.
Everything. Churches, statues, written scriptures. He's the reason she's a minor god right now.
Ooh.
He fucking hates her.
And he also got rid of what was the city you called it?
Hold on.
Bro's
Wait, so
loading.
does that mean Ugash is from Prothea?
No. Faith is one of the followers.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that.
Is this Boulder Stair new?
Nah, it's been here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shadow drop.
Lots of shadow dropping here.
Been looking to find a use for it, but that was perfect for it.
Sorry about that. I'm back. So there's no specific city she gave you.
Mhm.
She's just from the country of Prothea.
Oh okay.
So long before Prothea was united, it was sort of broken apart and rattled with disease. But he put a stop to that.
Okay.
And now with you, Neo, I'm going to give you the opportunity to let you explain what he did.
To the group.
Yep.
Okay. This emperor is responsible for a lot of historic destruction on my uh, religious beliefs, and is responsible for um, causing my goddess to lose much of her celestial power, and in turn losing a lot of believers and much of her strength, which I believe is unfair due to her teachings being about healthiness and fighting diseases, which obviously this country is being rampaged by. So maybe this in part is his fault, and his actions have a domino effect on this world. And I don't think people are soon going to realize or be affected by. How is that, William?
It's pretty good.
Heck
You looking at Ashley.
yeah.
He knows what you did.
What did I do? I didn't do nothing.
But Neo,
Oh, see, you know what you did.
I would give you, Neo, the opportunity to explain to the rest of the party what the Emperor has done to you personally. How has he affected your life? How do you remember him?
What effect on LeBron's legacy has he brought?
Yeah, what effect on LeBron's legacy has he brought to you?
In the Fortnite market.
Wait, add a character.
The
Do we-
depopulation?
Since I'm late to the party, what is the Emperor's full name? Or does the Emperor have a full name
He does.
that you come? Okay,
Leaders.
Please, no.
Emperor Cletus, Emperor Dragon D's.
Dragon D.
Emperor Hugh Jazz.
Mike Hawk.
Just straight up.
All right. I get up from the table, like, and clenching my fists, I look out towards. I walk slowly towards the window.
Okay.
The Emperor. I hesitate. Has committed great sins and evils in my land. A time ago, Prothea was united, albeit through many wars. We were at peace. We found each other, and prevalence, economy, culture, united under a king. But then the Pale War, some time ago, invoked a civil war in my kingdom. The great house of Astronos rallied behind Lucian Cosmides, a man who became, that is his name, the Emperor's true name, Emperor of all Prothea. During this war, the Pale War, he killed my father and ravaged our kingdom. Our great houses split, and this plague that you speak of, this illness of my country seeking to spread already here, is nothing but fragments, nothing but shadows of a darker evil that he persists, and that he spreads to every corner of the world. There are many clansmen and houses of great in Prothea that seek to restore balance, the kingdom, the country, and restore allies to those we once called friends. The old Slovenskian kingdom to the north, Uthal to the south, even Odra, and our great distant cousins in the Weeping Desert. Scholars debate clearly about, for a time, what happened after the war. But all that can be known is that the princess was taken, orchestrated the country, and sought immediate counsel. We sent our best warrior to meet with the princess and the dwarven kings. The houses remained divided. My father murdered, and the elven fealty of the other houses are sworn to him. I am a refugee in this land, in this city of Neverwinter. There's only one way to restore the kingdom. There's only one way that all houses will respect. And it, unfortunately, will both persist and end by the same disease that he now afflicts. War. But war not to others, war to ourselves, to ensure peace I know must last. So when I ask about the meteor, his influence, and in the event too large or too becoming of worldly deities such as ourselves, and hopes of a higher power that you, at me point out Ugash, or others, worship, I look for end signs. These signs I can convey to the other houses for interpretation and persuasion to side with me. Neo Ostronos, son of the great and now dead king of Ostronos. That's what he has done to me. What he has done to all of you and to this world. I look back at everyone else at the table.
For that shock puppet.
Yeah, we're the.
That was great. I'm gonna give you a point of inspiration for that, Lewis.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That was really good.
Oh, thank you.
Go.
So the entire table is just kind of stunned listening to your story, and then Cal kind of looks around and like
No.
awkwardly starts a slow clap. Man,
God.
that was kind of deep, brother. I'm sorry that happened to you. Clearly, you seem to be the one that's most affected by this. We'll do what we can. Oh, at least I will.
Yeah, we wouldn't mind helping you.
We can do what we can for meantime for these people. There's clearly his evil and his influences here. Not only is his physical presence here, but the people that are sick.
You know, so we just kill the emperor. That's simple.
Lady Ange kind of just smiles and gives you a clap. Spoken like a true prince. Nice job. Well, killing him won't be all that simple, and I don't think it will solve what you're entirely looking for. But she kind of
I
shrugs.
can't kill him. Not here. Not now. My fists clamp tighter, and my knuckles grow white.
Mhm.
I can't defeat him here at home when he's so far from home. We're so far from our people. They must bear witness. This is only custom.
Impressive. Well, so you're on for the. I take it you're on for the rest of these jobs, right? You sound very motivated.
Bro's been listening
I
to
am.
Valley Cry 5.
I like I like to everyone else. We are.
I raise my teacup. Here.
I'll raise my glass too.
Cal doesn't have a glass, but he kind of just does a little slow nod.
I'll do an air wine glass with cow too, because I don't have one.
A toast then to the next of the jobs going in our favor. May we all return in good shape and better health to each other and to our loved ones. Lady Ange tips a cup forward and then drinks.
Neo does that immediately after that speech.
No. I'm not doing that immediately.
Hold on.
My exact reaction to that image or to that GIF. My genuine reaction.
Hey,
Oh, I forgot to not drink water around you guys. Fuck.
Yes, sir.
That almost went all over my monitor.
Health.
so
I had to fight back.
I believe you wanted to discuss your terms of payment.
Yeah, cash or card.
What the fuck is a card?
I don't entirely follow.
It's
Maybe he's
It
talking
was
about
a
a
joke.
certificate? I don't know.
Oh, that makes sense.
yeah,
Okay.
a certificate. But I was
Why didn't you just say that? Okay.
joking. I was joking.
Nah. Bro sneezed it out. That's crazy, bro.
Great.
I've updated my name in the server.
God. It fit.
Does it fit?
Barely.
Barely.
Hell yeah.
I guess first I should ask.
You guys are
Yeah.
Folks still freelancing, or are you interested in joining my crew, perhaps?
I like being a
Hmm.
freelancer.
We'll keep it free for now, but we're definitely gonna take these jobs on.
All right.
Work with
Is
you a
there
little
any
bit,
like
and we'll see what we get.
quick or simple way to get a hold of you?
Gotta think yourself. For security purposes, no.
Okay.
Me looking at both our clerics who don't have sending.
I'm just not looking at you. Anyways,
Enjoying my mac and cheese.
that is neither rhyme or reason.
You brought it
If
with
you-
him?
At the very least, you know where to find me. I will be here for the time being.
Mhm.
I'm not planning on going anywhere too much, but if you should have to reach me immediately, I suggest you return back here in good haste.
Okay.
Of course. Would you mind letting the guards know if we come bashing in and we're not trying to kill
Yeah.
you?
Yeah,
Let him
of course.
know the first wave is coming.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's our name. I forgot. For gore. I forgot.
Of
course.
Oh,
You
are
can
we-
use
no,
the
we're
street.
leaving.
You can either use the street entrance, or you can, if you're using a rowboat, you can take a river entrance. I'm sure you saw the archway that led to the river.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait, are we still with Lady Ange?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay.
As far as payment is concerned, for all these jobs together, you will be paid the same amount that you were paid for the Basilisk Con.
Can I
Together or separate?
Together, yes.
Lady Ange,
hmm
instead of gold payment for me, could I
Oh god.
ask for
Oh god.
a piece of property? Possibly a decrepit church or something, in that landscape.
If I become Lord, then yes, we can most certainly talk about that. There are plenty of plots available throughout Neverwinter, both in the city and outside.
Bro's house shopping like
We
a
want to
full
stay in the
man.
floating tower.
The tower will not be coming back down. This is non-negotiable.
We live here.
Yeah, this is our
First
house.
wave headquarters, we call
Yes,
it.
a fucking
Dibs.
like crooked
Called
wooden
dibs.
sign on the outside, just nailed to the fucking stonework.
Just a plank.
No teeth.
Not the headquarters of the first wave. It's like a Teen Titans tower.
Oh yeah.
Well, absolutely, we can discuss that. Should I become Lord? I do want to give you the heads up. There's going to be some fees, such as like foundations and lumber and labor and all that stuff. So I hope you're prepared. You can, if you do this job for me, you'll most definitely get a discount on that.
Of course.
We can work with that. But
Jeez.
jeez, Louise.
God, bro, I fucking hate Drake. He's such a goofy dude.
Bro is a loony tune.
He's
in
literally
real
the
life.
type of chap to fucking put that on his Instagram page.
Bro's the type of person
Jeez.
to float after smelling a pie.
It's my favorite one. Drake, the type of whippersnapper.
I'm gonna use that line now for my character. Try something
What?
just horribly goes wrong. Jeez Louis.
Zooey mama.
Are there other requests that would like to be substituted for payment, or other requests in general?
Not that I could personally think of. I think gold is a fine payment for at least me.
Let's say I wanted my weapon enhanced. Say like I can increase the lethality of it.
So like,
Would you be able to? Would that be in your realm of possibilities?
Oh, absolutely. I can pull some strings, get you some influence. It'd be a little bit of a ride, but I do know someone that could work with you on my behalf.
I think I'll take that. I don't need the money at the moment.
Okay.
I'll take his money.
No. I hope you like boats and are not seasick.
Absolutely not.
And you, I assume you're just still fine with the gold payment?
What, is she pointing to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Wait, what is Leah getting?
An upgrade
He's
to my
getting
weapon.
an upgrade to his weapon.
Getting a new car. Come on
Dude,
New
down.
Honda 2016.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Bum, 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 bum.
I miss Bob Barker. I wish he still hosted that show. It never died.
Any other requests?
You're a paladin.
While you're here.
Go cast Revivify.
That's true. I can't just go revivify him. He'll be fine. Actually, no. That's a cleric ability. What the fuck?
Any other requests?
Yes.
Can I also get another bowl of mac and cheese?
Your phone
That's his
number.
payment.
I think that's that. No, he means we'll grab that before we leave. But as for me, you mentioned that whatever relics remained from the meteor crash that happened years ago at the museum,
Mm-hmm.
are they still on display?
As far as I know, yeah. Well,
Probably
the
got
museum might be under a little more stricter security ever since the incident a few days ago.
the catalyst.
Do you know what happened, by the way? That wasn't you, was it?
I kind of just like give I give Ugash like a really hard stare.
Why am I getting a share?
I'm gonna tell her exactly what happened and who did it at the break-in at the museum.
Why?
You're spinning your long and arduous tale about your facets and adventures in the museum heist. She kind of sits back and goes, "Wow, that's really sloppy. Good, impressive. It does show me that you're very quick to judge situations on the fly. You gotta promise me you tell nobody that you did this."
I can't believe we told her.
As far as I'm concerned, I didn't tell you.
True. Well, congratulations again. Good luck coming back in. As long as you weren't caught, then well, I guess it's all hands under.
Would the city be willing to part with the meteorite ore?
It's better get
And-
the right sword.
She shakes her head. Not as far as I know. Tourism is still a big part of our economy here.
What if we had
See.
something to replace it with?
Depends on what you find.
Just find another rock.
Yeah,
It's not often meteors crash down, you know.
that's
Why not
true.
just keep the castle in the
That is very true.
It seems like a
Yeah,
good
that's
So I would
that
say-
seems like a good attraction. The
Yeah,
tower.
but like no one can visit the tower or the castle, so
What if we somehow can find a way?
vehicles, don't we?
they're
Oh,
very
yeah.
expensive
I
and
was-
not
I imagine
entirely
that was-
within the reach of like normal people.
I bet
Yeah.
we can find a way. We can.
What
I
if
can-
we
we
came up with a way to make this an attraction? It would really boost the the foot traffic, you know. We're
Yeah.
thinking big picture.
I'm listening.
Let's say, wait, how far? I'm gonna do like a I'm gonna do like a knowledge history and see how if I can remember when we first arrived here, how like high off the ground it was. 17. Like just a guesstimate.
Okay, so we're doing guessing here.
Yeah.
Leo, you kind of just like put your fingers to your temple and squeeze your eyes real shut. And you remember when you first entered the city, you had to like sort of really lean back and look up at the tower, and you can estimate that it's about maybe 1,300 feet in the air.
Okay.
How much D6 is that damage?
Well, let's find out.
1,300 feet divided by 5
Hold on. So here's how this works, right? So
divided by 10.
it's a D6 for every 10 feet.
Yep.
1,300 divided by
1,300 divided by 10 is 130 D6 of damage.
so 130 times this one. Let's assume taking the max amount of damage. That's 780 hit points of damage. If you fall off this thing, you will die.
Alright, I'll just cast Death Ward on myself. It'll be alright. I just hit the floor pancake, and then I just kind of like go, oh, I fucking hurt.
Bro turns into a blob.
So what if we lowered this tower somehow, but we kept it in the air, and then that way we can create some sort of structure that like goes up to it.
I'd
And
have to
that
talk
way,
to the
towers go
civil
forward.
engineers about that, but that'd be interesting.
Yeah. This is all concept. Like obviously we can't really pull the trigger until you get this election under your belt.
Of course.
But just something to put out there. All right, about this. What'd you call it? What was the battleship? It's a battleship, right?
Oh, the Dreadnought?
Oh yeah, the dreadnought. What is this thing planning on leaving anytime soon, or you got any
Yes.
any information that you or someone else would know about it?
My guards keep their ears a little low to the street, and we have the advantage of being almost right next to it. I can also see it, so I can tell you just a little bit about it. As far as it leaving, there's no reports on it leaving anytime soon. We don't know why. We can only assume that they're also trying to vie for lordship here too.
Yeah.
But who they're having to take, if they do win, who they have in place for them, we're not entirely sure. The Emperor isn't going to rule this place personally himself, that much so we can say for sure.
Yeah, they just want to take control over it.
But what we do know, as far as security measures go, is that it is monitored generally around the clock for the most part.
How come?
Your best way of getting in is probably to, if you have good relations with somebody who already works there, maybe they can slip you in if you're able to pay them off. Maybe you're able to convince them, or maybe you can imitate some sort of disguise, if you will.
Yeah.
But what we've noted is that foot soldiers travel in pairs of 6, and I'm sure you've seen at any given time, and maybe a pair of them. It's always a pair. One with a long cape, and then one with some sort of like leather backpack on them.
Yeah.
There's like a little metal rod sticking out, kind of like the head of trumpets at the top of it. That device is called a Fargab. They use that to communicate with each other in short, distances.
Yeah.
So far, that's like their only advantage they have over us, outside of obvious magical means of talking to each other. That we can't monitor how they're able to talk to each other using those Fargabs. We just know what it's made of.
Yeah.
So, if you're able to get your hands on one of those, maybe you can listen to some forms of communications, and then that probably would help you a lot better. And of course, keep track of their routine patterns and where they're monitoring.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine if one of those were to go missing, they would not go unnoticed.
Gotcha.
Very expensive equipment from what I was able to find out.
All right. I'm getting some ideas.
Any other questions?
I guess what's your budget in case we ever needed your financial help outside of what we could do?
Just kind of just motions around. My budget is, as far as I can tell, very, very, almost seemingly unlimited. Albeit, if I needed to bail you out, or if you needed help, it would just very much depend on what you need help with. Are you expecting any kind of financial trouble?
Well, say we need gear or we need a specialized equipment. Would we count on you?
She kind of waves her hand. Of course, I can provide that.
All right.
Of course, within reason, I can't exactly access a Fargab for you, but we can try our best to get equipment to access it, or to subdue, or maybe some like imitation costumes. However you want to go about this.
Because I don't think I was joking when I was talking about that giant cannon with the fish hook. You know, I mean, just an idea.
I'm not entirely sure we can really facilitate that kind of meet.
Really,
I mean, we
boost
could probably
the
just
party,
do
you know,
probably just do a ballista, really.
Ooh, I do have another tidbit of information though on or whatever. Uh, the Empire is slowly but surely acquiring land here. You probably knew that already, but we saw firsthand of a of the Jewel Keeper in the Blue Lake District kind of hand over his not rights, I guess, but more or less that through threats and other means.
Hmm. They got to Ralph.
Yeah, just something to think about.
Thank you.
I think to add to that, it wouldn't be far too out of reach to assume that your influence here is malleable, if not replaceable, to the Emperor. If I were you, I would keep guards up. How does one say it? Show a smile while hiding your canines.
She gives
Is
you a
what
slow
one-
nod. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. We have security as tight as we can around here. We're certainly taking this very seriously.
That's good then. This is no small feat that the Emperor is here. But with it comes opportunity. You said that he's here for a week, is that right?
Oh yeah, he's supposed to be just here for tomorrow's election. He's speaking with other people at the moment, and he leaves about next week. That's as all as we know so far.
Got it. Well, perhaps if you could provide any information in regards to his whereabouts, either as you get them or at the earliest convenience, that might help us a great deal as well.
She kind of just shrugs and shakes her head. He moves too fast for us to keep track of him.
Does he have any kind of like specific tells or patterns, or is he kind of just all over the place?
Kind of all over the place. The most time he spent in any one place was over at the airships. Every morning he instructs drills and speaks with his lieutenants, as far as we know, and then he leaves.
Hmm.
But now they brought up the point of of the Empire being privy to knowledge of mineral deposits, the like, and buying land. I imagine he's managing to visit most of them by now.
My knowledge of this emperor is very limited, but I assume we can. I assume we can get the job done, and I assume the reason why he's here is to probably influence political parties in and of himself to take over this bit of town here.
Possibly, but no matter where you go, I recommend trying to keep a low profile. We're trying to keep, at least I am, trying to keep our efforts here as low as we can without getting his attention. At the moment, he's very civil. Let's try to keep it that way.
Of course.
For sure.
Any other further questions? I see you've absolutely destroyed my platters of food here.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I'm happy you enjoyed it.
Well, I think I'm good. Anyone else?
I don't have anything.
Be fine.
Good.
Good.
I really do want to go to church though.
We can talk about that after the job. Thank you for meeting me. This has been a very enlightening discussion. I think I've understand a little bit more about who I'm working with now, and I feel very confident this will go well.
Absolutely. We're very thorough. Is there any? Are you okay with us? You just kind of like using your name, or do you want like a code name back and forth between our parties, or?
She shakes her head. You can use my name.
Okay, cool.
You got nothing to hide.
All right, good to know. We get captured on the dreadnought. It was on.
She's a double crosser. She fucked us. She fucked us. We're here against our will.
She'd kill my children if I didn't come on here.
She killed one of them already.
You have
Yeah.
children?
Not anymore. They're dead.
Yeah, not anymore.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for this meeting. Enjoy yourselves. The party's still going on downstairs.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for the party. It was fantastic. I wonder if I can swipe. I wonder if I can swipe this teacup.
Scoot out my chair.
I'm just gonna pick it up and walk out.
Ah,
Like I'm just gonna like you know when you walk out of someone's house, but you're like holding a cup and you just kind of like keep going.
Yeah,
like,
just keep
there.
going with it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just doing that.
She doesn't seem to notice at this point. She has already gone back to opening her book and like writing in it.
go for it.
All right.
Before I leave, I'll say, I know I'm not, or rather that the museum would want to part with any more of its objects, either as a reward or other such malicious extraction. But if there's an opportunity to swap out my payment of gold for this job or these jobs with something that I might acquire from within the castle, is that within my right?
She kind of thinks to herself for a moment and she turns to you. How you acquire that meteor is not entirely my concern. However, I still got my public image to worry about, so I won't give it to you. But if you happen to come across it, she shrugs and lifts her arms. It's out of my hands. I'll give you a tell, though. I know where it is. It's not in the museum. She like, flips her page and keeps writing. The Imperials have it.
Right.
I thought as much. Thank you. I'm going to join the others on the lift.
Alright, yep. Everyone's on the lift, and once you all step in the lift, it just automatically, like, slowly descends. And Lady Lange's room dips out of view. You find yourself at the back of the bottom of the lift next to the guards.
Hey, gents. How's the guard going?
Going good. She told us to give you these. And the guards step forward, and in their hands are huge, but they're offering you, each of you, your own red hood to wear.
I'll give it a look over. Anything special, or is it just the
Or is it literally
insignia?
just red?
Like an insignia or anything like that?
Yeah.
It does have an insignia. And it's also much more deeper and more saturated red compared to like the other red hoods.
Mhm.
On the right or the left side, it's not like entirely consistent on which side the symbol is. But on this blood red hood is a black skull with like a cannonball shooting out of it.
Let's go. Add that to my Adam list as we speak.
She told Satoya to put these on. See this little thread here that connects the edges? It's very simple. Put it on like a necklace, and you just put it over yourself. It's designed to fit with most outfits. Unless you're in full armor, it gets a little tricky. It does not fit all helmets. If you have horns to like, I recommend poking holes.
Me looking at my horns. Oh,
If your need is refitted, please talk to us. We'll get it sorted for you.
actually, I don't think I have horns. Yes. I'll give him a slight bow. Thank you.
As long as you wear these, then you will not. Then you are exempt from paying the toll tax, and you'll be let in the premises.
Oh,
Let's go.
cool.
Except for
Thanks.
taxes.
Albeit we can't speak for the rest of the town guard, but we won't tax you.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then give you a bow in return. We're not entirely sure. Are you in service with us yet, or are you just still working freelance?
Freelance for now.
We're testing
Okay.
the waters right now, but we're definitely feel like on the better side with you guys.
Fantastic. Good to hear. We're a good batch of people.
Thanks. And you are?
He holds out his hand to you, but he stops himself, and he takes off his glove. And he now extends his hand towards you.
Hell yeah.
It's nice to meet you. I'm on, son.
Awesome.
And this over here points towards the other guard. That's Sylvan.
So, nice to meet you guys.
Pleasure to meet you both,
Thanks for your help.
Hanson and Sylvan.
Very, very nice to meet you.
All right.
You're welcome to stay if you want, but otherwise, have a good night.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night as well.
They give you a bow, and they close the doors behind you.
Still sipping my tea out of that fucking
The cup.
yeah, the cup.
A waiter comes up to you. Oh, I can take that for you, sir. Actually.
I go, oh no, I was actually just gonna get a refill. I appreciate it though.
I can get you a refill. Allow me. And he reaches his hand towards the coat.
Oh, of course, I give it to him.
Thank you very much. What did you have?
I tell him I had a fucking give me that old English 2 scoops of sugar, half a pork.
Of course.
Right,
Right back with that.
fucking sweetener.
All right. What are you fellas doing now?
All right. I'm going to go eat dinner. So I'll be back.
All right. Dinner break.
Dinner break it is.
I have to eat dinner too.
Perfect.
You're eating dinner.
I gotta finish my dinner. That was pretty good. Holy shit.
We got work. We have a line, a direct line to this powerful figure in the city. We're also just gonna go make her castle. We're also just gonna get her a castle. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Really. I'm gonna go absolute ape shit. Everything I touch, I'm gonna disintegrate. So I do 2 extra D8 of radiant damage against undead.
I finally get to use. When he said undead, I was like, yes. Because I think I've been trying to figure out when to use my special abilities.
Like galore.
Like as a rogue class, and one of them's whispers of the dead and wails from the grave. Like I think they're phantom class abilities. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like how they sound. They involve me or others being close to death. I'd imagine that with the undead, these beings will be the closest to death that we've encountered so far.
Really?
I am back. I'm just eating. You want to wait for Jake, and then we can keep going, or you want to end it here?
I'm gonna wait for Jake
All right.
and see where we're at.
Wait for Jake. Buddy. Hi.
But how are we doing so far?
What's the rest of Avatar?
Pretty good. The meeting did not absolutely end in a fight once.
Let's go. Kept it civil.
Kept it extremely civil. You got jobs. You're no longer jobless.
Let's go.
She's like, "What are you guys doing for work?" I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
When you were asking me to roll, what was it? It was what was it? It was
Knowledge
roll a
history.
d20.
Yeah.
No,
Study
roll
history.
d20. I was like, holy shit. if I didn't know if I had to roll. Oh, I was thinking the roll was for like if she was gonna suss out like that I was involved, that we were involved with the heist. Since my description was being, or the guards are telling us about it, and so was Cal giving us advice on for me to how to blend in. And then we just told her out front, yeah, we did that shit. That was us. We do it again.
Fire. What's fine? Joey.
Mm,
How was your orientation, bro? What'd you do? What'd you do?
it was alright. Just a bunch of paperwork and videos.
Were they interesting videos?
No.
Does the work seem hard?
I don't know yet. The dude who was supposed to show up for our department didn't show up today.
Sick. And then you call out tomorrow.
No.
How far is the drive? Like to and from work, how far is the drive?
It can't be that far.
It seems like everything's pretty close. Right. Well, I guess while we're waiting, I'm gonna finish up my dinner.
Oh,
I'm still here. I'm being muted.
well. Oh, shit! I might be able to pull up the replays from Magic Carlos. Can I do that?
Maybe.
For the wait for what?
Because we were playing Street Fighter 6 last night, me and Carlos. It was so fun.
Oh yeah.
Teasing, buddy. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going?
I was talking about like anime level proportions in terms of you and Carlos
Oh yeah, we're just going back and forth.
playing Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm. Trading wins, trading loss.
Dude,
Oh shit. Welcome back, Jay. Since you're here, do you want to see my replay of the Carlos?
Oh hell yeah!
You
Bro,
want to see a
got
win or a loss?
both. Fuck it.
Alright, hope a win.
Hell yeah! Oaks. Jeez. Oh. Jeez. Bro's going crazy.
Holy shit, you cooking?
Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Jeez.
Hey, Liddy and Bree,
Man.
holy shit.
Flaming him. That was
You already
sick.
know, bro. Let's see.
We'd love to see it.
When I was cooking dinner, I forgot if I saved it.
Hmm.
I saw, I think it was probably one of your retweets, because all your retweets on my feed.
Yeah.
But what I remember was that ending screen for Luke, and
Mhm.
then the caption was like,
When they
POV,
gay
play,
people.
yeah, play the game, something like that. Just playing the screen.
Then we were just trading. Hold on, I'll show you the first match.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Where is it? I think it's this one.
Also, the Apple Vision Pro, like, gas, bro. I'm about to get one.
Sheesh.
Jeez.
you see Dad wants one?
I too, yeah. Dude, this is set up for next year. I'm glad you guys are looking at it. It looks so cool.
It looks cool.
So this is the first game he played with me.
Hmm. Oh. Oh hell yeah.
God damn.
Oh.
Hard knockdown, damn. God, I used to know the name of that flip. I forgot what it was.
I always forget he has a dash in like the air.
Honestly.
Woo!
Nice. Ooh.
That was sick.
Bro's gas and holy shit.
So that one is just really mashing, right?
Hmm.
And then after that, I had to pause it real quick because we both watched Josue and Rebel play,
Yeah.
and Josue didn't explain like ending the Rebel was hilarious.
You already know he wouldn't. He's just smoking and
You're right. Look at this. This is
I
20 straight matches of just Rebel being smoked. I think it was around this one, yeah. It's the one that Carlos wins. You can see that it's getting like even, right?
yeah.
So let's watch this match. I think it's this one. But this is when I told him like about the mechanics and how it kind of worked with the drive system.
Hmm.
And then after that, we just kept trading games.
Hell yeah. Bro,
So
TJ's
this-
fun as hell.
He's fun. So this is like a proper match with Carlos, I think.
Jeez. Yo. I like Ken's theme too. Gives me a Karate Kid, Cobra Kai vibes.
We need to cross over it right now.
Yeah. What's up, Joey?
What's up? What's going on, fellas?
Watching the replays
Watching
with Carlos.
get smoked.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, these are the replays I'm playing right now.
Lagging.
I
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Yeesh, what are you trying to end?
The low folks.
Sweet, let's go. Oh, you're playing DJ too? Let's go.
Yes, he's so fun.
He is, bro. He's so swagger with it too.
Hell yeah. His ultimate abilities are so fucking sick.
Sorry, I fell asleep.
It's alright.
You're good, bro.
And this is, I think, when I was teaching him what his buttons did, because he used like a PlayStation controller.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, wait, what do my buttons do? So I had to like teach him how to do it.